Okay, touch the leg and welcome back to my second session. Okay, yes. So before we move on to the second session, let us try to look at what we have done in the first session. Okay, yes. Recapitulation. Now in the first session, what we have done, we have just talk about the English language, and English language has got two forms, written form and spoken form, and parts of speech. It becomes very important, okay, because a sentence is made up of different parts of speech, just like my body. My body is made up of different parts, so it's important for us to know the different parts. Okay, yes. And I also remember giving you one assignment, short assignment, where you have to identify the different parts of speech. Okay, yes. Now, you just look at this. Now, these are the 8 parts of speech. Now, I want you to tell me which part of speech do you think is the most important one? I know, of course, yes, all these are important. Each and every part of speech is important, but normally there is one part of speech which is very important, and you will find this in each and every sentence. Okay, yes. So do you have any idea? You just have a discussion with your friends, your sibling, and then try to tell me which part of speech is the most important one. Okay, yes. Now let us see what is the answer. Okay, yes, verb. So verb is the most important part of speech. Okay, now if you look at the sentences, I can say there isn't any sentence which does not have verb in it. So when we say verb, we are not just talking about the action verb, a word which shows action. Okay, verb may not always show action. There are different types of verbs in it. So, but in one sentence, okay, there is a verb. Okay, for example, let us take a simple example. This is a cat. Okay, now in this sentence, most of you may say, oh, there is no verb. Yes, okay, there isn't any verb which shows some action, but we cannot say there isn't any verb. There is a verb. So what is the verb here? Is the verb. So you see, the verb becomes very important. Each and every sentence, no matter how small, there is verb in it. For example, open the door. Okay, yes. So this, for example, this one, there is a verb. Okay, yes. So the verb becomes very important. And in this session, now we are going to cover up the different forms of verb. Okay, yes. Now, I want you to look at this sentence, okay? And I want you to identify the verbs, okay? Yes. Now, before you go through this, let us try to see where the verb normally comes in English, okay? You just try to remember, or you can also take example from these sentences, okay? Tanzin writes a letter, Tanzin, okay? Yes, Tanzin. Where does verb normally come, generally? If we are talking about the action verb, for example, play, sing, dance, in English, normally the verb always comes, before the object, before the noun, writes a letter. Now I want you to look at the Tibetan language also. Okay, in Tibetan language, we have also verb. You just try to see the position of the verb in Tibetan language. Okay, nga momo sekiyus, nga lapta tugiyus. Okay, yes. Now, where does the verb come in Tibetan language? The verb always comes in the end. Now, look at English. I eat momo. Okay, I go to school. So, the verb comes before the object. I want you to look at Hindi. Main momo kha raha hoon. Main school ja raha hoon. Okay, yes. So, the verb always comes in the end. Okay, now this is how you relate the different languages. Okay, yes. Now back to the topic. I want you to look at these sentences and I want you to identify the verbs. Okay, yes. Yes, I want you to identify. Tenzin writes a letter. I told you each and every sentence has a verb in it. Okay, yes. Tenzin writes a letter. Tenzin is a teacher. Tenzin is teaching English. Okay, yes. Now, you just have a discussion or with your friends, sibling, try to identify. Okay, now let us see. Okay, now these are the verbs. Tenzin writes a letter. The first one, you may not have any problem. Tenzin writes. Writes is a verb. Why? Because it shows action. What Tenzin is doing. What is Tenzin doing? Tenzin writes. Okay, it's an action. Tenzin is a teacher. Okay, yes, Tenzin is a teacher. Is here is verb. Third one, Tenzin is teaching English. So is a verb and teaching is also verb. So you see these sentences, they are different forms of verb. So verb may not always be the word which shows action. Okay, it has got other forms. So that is what you have to keep in mind. Okay, now by looking at this thing, now let us try to see the different forms. Okay, yes. Now look at this. Verb forms. The first one, Tenzin writes a letter. So the word write is a verb. Now what type of verb is this? This is main verb or the principal verb. So principal verb is the word which shows the actual action. Okay, it shows the action. Tenzin writes a letter. Tenzin goes to school. Tsering writes a note. Tsering eats an apple. All these things. So write, eats, go, sleep, read, help. All these are the verb. And what type of verb is this? This is the main verb. You got it? Okay, yes. So let us go to the second form of verb. Tenzin is a teacher. So is a verb. Okay, so I told you, verb may not always be showing the action. Whenever we say verb, it doesn't mean that it has to show some action, just like eating and sleeping and dancing and like this. Okay, so there are some verbs which links. Okay, yes. So in this case, Tenzin is a teacher. Is a verb. What is it doing? It is just linking teacher to Tenzin. That is a verb. Okay, so Tenzin, we call it linking verb. We are going to do all these things in detail. Okay. Now, the third sentence, Tenzin is teaching English. Now, if you look at this, there are two verbs. Is verb. Teaching is verb. Okay. Yes. Well, so in this sentence, is called helping verb. Or in other terms, there is another name that is auxiliary verb. Okay, yes. So helping verb, which is just by looking at the word, we will get some idea what is the main verb. So the main work of this verb is to help, change, modify, to show type of this actual or the main verb. So what is the main verb in this? Tenzin is teaching English, the word teaching. Okay, teaching shows the Tenzin's action. Okay, by using this helping verb is, it changes, the time. For example, Tenzin is teaching. Okay, Tenzin was teaching. I can also like this. So is and was. Okay, this helping verb. What does it do? It changes the time. Okay, yes. So these are the verb forms. Did you understand? Okay, what are these forms? First one is main verb, or the other terms you can say principal verb, and the second one is a linking verb, and the third one is helping verb or auxiliary verb. Now these are the three forms of verb. Whenever there is a sentence, you will find this form, either one of these forms. Okay, yes. Now the verb forms, do you understand? Okay, now there is another example. I want you to look at this and I want you to identify the verb forms. Okay, yes. The first one is different and this one is different. Okay, look at these sentences. They are students. They learn English. They are learning English. Okay, yes. Now, we have already done one example before. Okay, so you look at this sentence and identify. I've already underlined the, which is the verb. Now, I want you to, which is identify the different forms of verbs. Okay, yes. Yes? Okay, now let us see. They are students. Okay, the are is a verb. What form of verb is this? This is a linking verb. Now, why is this a linking verb? Because the word are links students to they. You got it? Okay, so this is a linking verb. Second one, they learn English. So they learn English. Learn is a verb. What type of verb? What form is this? This is the main verb or the, which is a principal verb. Okay, yes. The third one, they are learning English. So are is also, which is a verb. What type of verb is this? What form? It's in the form of helping verb or auxiliary. What is it helping? It is helping the principal verb learning. Okay, they are learning. By changing, okay, the helping verb, the main work of helping verb is to modify, okay, the principal verb. Here, principal verb is learning. They are learning English, okay. It shows the time, okay. Suppose if I write they were learning, it shows the past, okay. So you see the helping verb, it modifies the verb. Now these are the three forms of verbs. Did you understand? Okay, yes. Now, what did we learn? We learned the three forms: main verb, principal verb, linking verb, helping verb, or auxiliary. Okay, yes. Now, let us do the main verb or principal verb. Okay, what is, which is that principal verb? What does it do? It tells us what the subject does. Now, here are some of the examples. Okay, I want you to look at all these sentences. You read this, and while you read, I want you to identify the verbs in it. Okay, the main verb. Children learn from online classes these days. My son learns and knows all the subjects. We have worked so hard. She's praying in the morning. Wow, you did it. They would sleep in the room. Okay, now these are the sentences. I want you to identify the main verb or principal verb. Okay, yes. Take your time. Yes? Okay, now let us see. Children learn. So the word learn here is the principal verb. Okay, why? Because it shows the action. What does the children do? The children learn. Okay, so that is a main verb. Now we all are doing the principal verb or main verb. Okay, we are not doing the other two form of verbs here. My son learns. Okay, learn is also principal verb. We have worked so hard. Okay, yes. Fourth one, she is praying in the morning. Okay, praying is again a principal verb or main verb. Wow, you did it. Okay, did is also a principal verb. They would sleep in the room. Okay, sleep is also verb. Now, all these verbs are principal verb or the main verb. Okay, now if you look at these things, it always comes right after the subject. You got it? Okay, yes. And which is say these are the main, which is a principal verb. And if you look at sentence number 5, okay, yes. Now this is just an example. In the morning session, we have done the 8 parts of speech. Okay, so I've tried my best to just remind you one of the parts of speech. Do you remember what type of sentence is this? Wow, you did it. Okay, yes. Now here I've used the part of speech interjection. Wow, there is some kind of emotion. Did you understand? Okay, so these are main verbs. If you look at the main verb also, there are different types and which we will be doing in the next coming session. Okay, children learn, this is first form. And in the next sentence, you will see, my son learns. So the first one is learn and second one is learns. Why there is additional as. Oh, so you have learned in the principal verb, you have singular verb and plural verb, okay? Subject and verb agreement. Now these are the things that you have to also keep in mind, and then we will do this later. We have worked so hard. So the work, okay, this is the third form of verb. She is praying, this is ing form, okay? Then you did, they would sleep, okay, yes. Now these are the principal verb. Okay, now let us look at the linking verbs. Remember linking verb? What does this linking verb do? Linking verb, it links. Okay, yes. So linking verb, it does not express any action. Okay, yes. But it comes under the noun category. Okay, yes. It connects noun, pronoun, or adjective. Now, I want you to look at this, these sentences, okay, linking verb sentences. Children are good. He is a Samaritan. This is yours. I have been fooled. Alas, the movie was shot. Tashi will be our doctor. Okay, yes. So, I want you to look at these sentences. And what is your work? Your work is to identify the linking verb. Okay, so when I say linking verb, there is no need for you to look for some words which shows an action, principal verb. I'm talking about the linking verb. Okay, yes. Now you take your time and go through all these things and try to identify the linking verb used here. Okay, yes. So here are the linking verbs. Children are good. Are is linking verb. He is a Samaritan. Is a linking verb. Samaritan is person who do good things for people. Okay, yes. This is yours. Is linking verb. I have been fooled. Okay, have been is also a linking verb. Alas, the movie was too short. Was is linking verb. Tashi will be a doctor. Will be is a linking verb. Now these are the linking verbs. Sometimes it may be confusing. But if you look at this carefully, then you can easily identify what linking verb and what helping verb is. Okay, we will do this later. Okay, so these are the different types of linking verbs. Okay, children are good, is. Now, if you look at one sentence, you just try to get the idea of what linking verb is. Children are good. Okay, there isn't any, which is a principal verb in it. Okay, he is a Samaritan. Do you see any of the principal verb? No. Okay, so here the linking verb work is to connect. Okay, it links children, good. It connects good to the children. He is a Samaritan. Okay, he is connects Samaritan to him. So this is called linking verb. You got it? Okay. So if you look at the first one, children are good. So good is word. Okay. Yes. The movie was too short. Okay. Which is say that is a phrase. Okay. Yes. And he is a which is say children are good. Good is a which is say adjective. It also connects adjective. You got it? I will be a doctor. Doctor is a noun. So the linking verb connects noun, it also connects pronoun, it also connects adjective. Okay, do you see any pronoun being connected here? Yes, if you look at the third sentence, this is yours. So is connects the pronoun. Pronoun, yours is pronoun. Okay, yes. So linking verb connects noun, pronoun, and adjectives. Okay, so shall we move on to the next? Yes. So we have done the principal verb. Second one is linking verb. And now what is the next? Okay, yes, the helping verb, or in other terms, auxiliary verb. Okay, yes. So what is the main work of the helping verb? Helping verb helps the main verb to show the tense, to show the mood, and to show the voices, different voices. Okay, so that is the main work of the helping verb. I want you to look at these sentences. Okay, yes. I'm going to read this. You can also read. Tibetans are protesting on the street. We don't fight among ourselves. Everybody must unite now. COVID-19 has caused havoc everywhere. Students can learn from the net. Trees are planted by environmentalists. Okay, now you have got 6 sentences. I want you to look at each and every sentence and try to identify the helping verb. Okay, this will be, which will say, quite easy. You have to identify, you have to only focus on the helping verb. Okay, Tibetans, okay, are protesting. You go through this. Okay, let us see. Tibetans are protesting. Are, in the first sentence, are is the helping verb. In the second sentence, don't is the helping verb. Third sentence, must is helping verb. Fourth, has is the helping verb. Fifth sentence, can is helping verb. In the sixth sentence, are is the helping verb. Now, these are the helping verbs. Okay. Now, if you remember the linking verb, there are some words which also come under the linking verb. Now, here you have to be little more, what you say, careful. Okay, yes, Tibetans are protesting. Now, why this is are is helping verb? Why? Do you see any principal verb? Do you see any main verb here in this sentence? Yes, Tibetan are protesting. So, protesting is the main verb. What does Tibetan do? The Tibetans, they are protesting. It shows the action. Okay, so the helping verb, which we say, it modifies, it shows the tense. Tibetans are protesting the main verb. So, are is helping verb because there is a main verb. Okay, we don't fight. Don't is helping verb. Do you see any main verb in this sentence? Yes, fight. Fight is, which we say, the main verb. And the word don't, it's a helping verb because it changes. Okay, now here it shows the negative sentence, don't. Okay, yes, but we have the verb here. Everybody must unite. Okay, must is also a helping verb. Why? Because there is the word which is unite, which is the principal verb. So if you look at all these things, you will find that there is one principal verb and that helping verb is just, which we say, modifying that, which we say, that verb either in the form of tense or in the mood or in the voice. Okay, trees are planted by environmentalists. Okay, are is helping verb. Do you see any verb here? Yes, planted. Okay, so these are called helping verb. Okay, yes. So what we have done up till now, we have done the main verb or principal verb, and the second one is linking verb, and this one, finally, we have done the which are helping verb or auxiliary. Did you understand? Okay, yes. Now, the next exercise, now let us try to identify, okay, the linking verb and helping verb. Now, as far as the main or the principal verb is concerned, we don't face much problem because we have to look for the word which shows action. Okay, it's quite easy. Now, in order to identify linking verb and helping verb, you really need to be careful. Okay, now here you will see 6 different sentences, and in these 6 different sentences, I've used both the linking verbs and helping verb. Okay, now you have to identify, okay, yes, which is linking verb and which is helping verb. Now, first of all, you have to know what is a linking verb and helping verb. Whenever there is a linking verb, there will be no which are principal verb. Now, helping verb, there will be a principal verb or main verb. Okay, now this is just a hint. Now, first sentence, teacher is teaching English language. Okay, this is the sentence. You have to identify the verb and then see which one, whether it is a linking verb or helping verb. Tibet TV is a national TV. We have a class tomorrow. We have learned verbs today. Students are energetic. Last sentence, students are taking notes. Okay, yes. So you go through this and try to identify which is linking verb and which sentence is helping verb. Here you are. Okay, yes. Teacher is using TV. Okay, yes. Teacher is, what did I do? Okay, yes. Tibet TV. Okay, linking. Okay, yes. I want you to identify this. Teacher is teaching. Yes. You have any idea? I don't know. I've just messed up all the slides here or not. Okay, yes. Linking and helping verb. Okay, yes. Once again, I want you to look at these sentences. Teacher is using TV. Is underlined. Okay, so it is a verb. What type of verb is this? Teacher is using. This is, okay, helping verb. Why do you see any verb here? Using. Okay, now this is which is a helping verb. Now let us look at the second one. Tibet TV is very useful. Again, you see is. So that's why you have to be very careful. Okay, is sometimes used in a linking verb. Is sometimes used in a helping verb. Now, how can we identify? We can identify by seeing whether there is actual verb or not. Now, if you look at the first one, teacher is using TV. Do you see verb here? Principal verb? Yes, using. So, is a helping verb. Okay. If you look at the second one, Tibet TV is very useful. Is also there. Now, is it a helping verb? No. Do you see any verb here? No, there isn't any verb. But there is an adjective and which is there is only adjective. Okay. So, is here linking verb. Did you understand? Okay. The same thing can be applied to the next 3 and number 4 sentences. Okay. We have a class. The next one is, we have learned verbs today. So you see, which is in both the sentences we have. So one have is linking verb and the other have is helping verb. Now, which one is linking verb and which one is helping verb? Okay, let us look at the first sentence. We have a class tomorrow. Okay, do you see any principal verb in this sentence? No. So have is a linking verb. Look at the next sentence. We have learned verbs today. Okay, yes. So we have a have and try to look for the main verb. Do you see any main verb? Okay, which shows the action of the subject? Okay, yes, we have that verb. Okay, learn. So have is helping verb because we have the principal verb learned here. Okay, 5 and 6. Students are energetic and students are taking note. If you look at this, now there are 2 are, okay? Yeah, one may be linking verb and the other may be helping verb. Now, which one is linking verb and which one is helping verb? Students are energetic. If you look at this, do you see any main verb? Any action? No? Yes. So, this is a linking verb. If you look at the 6th one, students are taking notes. Okay, are is here. Do you see any verb? Yes, taking. So, are here is a linking verb. Did you get some idea? Okay, yes. Now, I want you to look at this and try to identify, okay, which one is linking verb? Okay, which one is helping verb? If you look at first and second sentence, I have used the verb is. Okay, both of these sentences have is. So, identify which one is linking and which one is helping. If you look at the sentence 3 and 4, I have used have. Okay, one have is linking verb, the other have is helping verb. You just try to identify. And if you look at the 5 and 6 sentences, you will also see are. Okay, there are 2 R's here. You have to identify which R is linking verb and which R is helping verb. You got it? Okay, yes. So this is about the linking verb. So we have done main, which is the verb forms. Okay, 3, main verb, linking verb, and helping verb. Okay, yes. Now I want you to identify the verb forms. Okay, yes. Now there are different, which is the forms of verb. Okay, I want you to look at these sentences. COVID-19 is a disease. Okay, yes. So is there, you have to identify. The disease is killing innocent people. Okay, yes, is killing. It can spread easily. Okay, this is the third sentence. It can be very dangerous. Number 5, lockdown has helped a lot. Number 6, social distancing must be effective. Okay, yes, I want you to look at these sentences, okay, and try to identify the different forms of verb, okay, principal verb, okay, yes, the linking verb and the helping verb. Yes. You take your time. Okay, yes. The first one, COVID-19 is a disease. Is. This is a verb. Now, what form of verb is this here in this sentence, COVID-19? Any idea? First of all, you just see whether there is a principal verb or not in this sentence. COVID-19 is a disease. Do you see any principal verb? No. So we cannot say this is a helping verb. So what is the other one? It is a linking verb. So COVID-19 is a disease, is here is a linking verb. You got it? Okay, yes. The second one, the disease is killing innocent people. Okay, yes. Again, there is the word is. This is also a verb. Now, what form of verb is this? Now, first of all, you see whether there is any principal verb in it or not. The disease is killing. Okay, yes. Do you see the main verb, action verb? Yes, killing. So, that is helping verb. Got it? It is just modifying the principal verb. Okay, yes. So, is helping verb. There is a principal verb also, killing. Okay, yes. Now, let us go to the third one. It can spread easily. Okay, it can spread easily. So, you see can. Okay, now what type of verb is this? Do you see any principal verb here? Yes. What is the principal verb? Spread. Okay, this is action. Okay, so can is a helping verb in this sentence because there is a principal verb which it modifies. The fourth sentence, it can be very dangerous too. It can be very dangerous too. Okay, again you see the can be. Okay, yes. Now let us try to see whether there is any verb in it or not. No, there is no verb. Okay, so there is no way it can become a helping verb. Okay, now it is called can be is a linking verb. You got it? Because it links dangerous to the subject it. Okay, yes. Now, the fifth one, lockdown has helped a lot. Okay, has. This is a verb, and let us try to see whether this is a linking verb or which we say helping verb. Lockdown has helped. Now, first, let us try to see whether there is any principal verb in this sentence or not. Do you see principal verb? Yes, the principal verb is helped. Okay, so lockdown has helped. So has is a helping verb. Why? Because there is a principal verb which it modifies. So instead of what should I say, writing lockdown has helped, if I write lockdown had helped, you see the verb, it changes. The tense change, the time change. Okay, so that is the main work of the helping verb. It changes. Okay, yes. The last one, social distancing must be effective. So must be. Okay, must be. Now, sometimes we use must in the helping verb, and sometimes we use it in a linking verb. Now, you look at this sentence, social distancing must be effective. Okay, so which is you look at this sentence and try to see whether there is any actual, whether there is any principal or main verb in it or not. Okay, social distancing must be effective. No, we don't see any actual verb, action verb. Okay, yes. In fact, we see adjective, effective. Okay, yes. So, social distancing must be effective. The word must be. Okay, this is a verb, and what type of verb is this? This is a linking verb. This is not a helping verb. Did you understand? Okay, now we have just done the three forms of verb. Okay, yes, the main verb, or you can say the principal verb and linking verb, and the third one is helping verb or auxiliary. So I told you out of the 8 parts of speech, verb becomes very important, because if you look at one simple sentence, there will be verb. Okay, yes, there isn't any sentence which does not have a verb in it. So when I say verb, we have to remember that the verb may not always be the action verb, because you have seen the helping verb, you have seen the linking verb. Okay, these are verb, but are they showing any action? No, they are not showing any. But despite that, they are called verbs. So verb becomes very important, different forms. Okay, now we are learning English. I want you to also relate this to the Tibetan language. As I've already told you, in Tibetan language, where is the position of the verb, whether the verb comes in the beginning or after the subject, after the object. Or you can also look at Hindi language, try to identify the position of the verb. Okay, okay, yes. मैं school जा रहा हूँ. Okay, now where is this? What should I say? Verb. It comes after the object. Now, if you look at English, I go to school. Okay, verb comes before the object. Now, like this. Now, this is how you, what should I say, make some kind of relation between the different types of languages. Okay, yes. Now, verb forms. Okay, yes. I told you sometimes it is confusing to see whether this is a linking verb or a helping verb. Okay, yes. Now, if you look at this helping verb and linking verb, you will know that there are some words which are in both these verb forms. For example, am. If you look at the linking verbs, you will find the word am there. If you look at the helping verb, you will find the same word am there. Okay, so it's important for you to see. Okay, yes, identify whether this is a linking verb or helping verb. Now, first of all, let us try to see whether there is any verb, whether there is any principal verb in the sentence or not. If there is a principal verb, then that word, okay, it becomes a helping verb. But if there is no actual principal verb in a sentence, but pronoun or adjective or noun, then that word is linking verb. Okay. Now, as far as the principal verb and main verb is concerned, you will not face problem because it's easy. Now, here, linking verb and helping verb, it's a bit confusing. Okay. So, for that, you have to look for the main verb in a sentence. Okay. Yes. Now, for example, verbs are not always action verb. We have already learned this. Okay. Now, for example, I told you some words are, most of these words are in both linking and helping verb. Let us take an example, are. Okay. Are can be in a linking verb and are can also be in a helping verb. Okay. Yes. So, I have an example here. Let us see. They are beautiful. You are a teacher. You are a group of singers. Okay. Now, these are is used in a linking verb form. Okay, if you look at it, they are beautiful, you don't see any verb. Okay, you see adjective, you see a word. You are a teacher. Okay, this is a noun, teacher is a noun, you see are, so there is no verb, this is a linking verb. We are a group of singers. So are, here are is linking verb because we don't say any verb here. So are, this is used in a linking verb. That's why I put it all on the left side. Now let us look at the other one. They are working hard. Okay, are, do you see any principal verb? Working. Okay, now this is helping verb. Students are taught all day. Okay, yes. Are, do you see any verb here? Yes. Okay, yes, taught all day. Right? Okay, so are is helping verb. We are studying English. Okay, are, what is this? This is a helping verb. Why? Do you see any principal verb? Yes, studying. Now, this is how we identify whether this is this word is used in a linking verb form or in a helping verb. Okay, yes. So, this is the thing. Okay, now let us take one exercise, verb form. okay? Just like I've done this in the are, okay? That linking, which is that verb are. I want you to look at this. Verb may, verb may not always be action. This is what I have been repeating all the time. Whenever we say verb, it doesn't mean that it has to be action verb. No, okay. Why? Because we have helping verb and which is linking verb, which doesn't show any action. Okay, yes. Now I want you to do this exercise. Which helping, which verb is present here? You see is. Do you see the is? Okay, now I want you to make sentence, okay, in such a way that the is used in a linking verb. Okay, is a linking verb. I want you to make 3 sentences in which is used as a helping verb. You got it? Okay, so this is the exercise that I want you to do. Okay? Yes. Thank you.